Success isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about how you approach life every single day. It's about adopting a mindset that pushes you to rise above challenges, stay focused, and never settle for less than your best. And today, we are going to talk about eagle mentality. An eagle is a symbol of strength, focus, and determination. But more than just a bird, the eagle represents a way of thinking, a set of principles that anyone can apply to achieve extraordinary success. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you the success principles of an eagle that you can start using today to change the way you think, act, and live. What does it take to rise above the crowd? How do you stay sharp when life tries to knock you down? What drives the most successful people to keep moving forward? No matter the obstacles, these are the questions we'll answer by looking at the mindset of the eagle. Because the way the eagle approaches life is exactly how we should approach our journey to success. So if you're ready to change your thinking and take your life to the next level, keep watching. I'm about to show you the exact principles that will transform your mindset and help you achieve the success you deserve. Let's get started. Number 1, rise above the ordinary. Every single day, you wake up with a choice. You can live like everyone else, wasting time, making excuses, and settling for less, or you can decide to rise above the ordinary and create the life you truly want. The question is, what are you going to do with that choice? The truth is, most people don't even realize they're trapped in a cycle of mediocrity. They wake up, go through the same routine, complain about the same problems, and never take action to change. And year after year, their life stays the same. But that doesn't have to be your story. You can break free from that pattern. You can rise, you can take control of your time, your habits, and your mindset. Because if you don't, who will? No one is coming to save you. No one is going to push you out of bed and force you to chase your dreams. It has to be you. And that's why today, right now, you have to make the decision to rise above the ordinary. If you've ever felt like you were meant for more, that feeling is not a mistake. That is your inner potential trying to wake you up. That is the version of you that refuses to settle, that refuses to live a life of regret. But the only way to reach that version of yourself is through action. No more waiting. No more thinking about it. No more hoping things will change. You have to move. You have to rise. And you have to do it today. Because every second you waste is a second you will never get back. Rising above the ordinary means you stop making excuses. It means you stop telling yourself that you're too tired, too busy, or not ready yet. Let me tell you something. If you keep waiting for the perfect time, you will never start. There is no perfect time. There is only now. So stop hesitating. Stop overthinking. Stop letting your fears hold you back. Fear is what keeps people stuck. Fear is what keeps people living the same life over and over again, never changing, never improving. And if you let it control you, it will rob you of everything you are capable of becoming. You have to be willing to do what others won't. You have to be willing to work when others are sleeping, to learn when others are wasting time, to grow when others are staying the same. Because that is the price of success. It's not easy, it's not comfortable, but it's worth it. And the moment you commit to this mindset, everything changes. Look at the people who are truly successful. They didn't get there by accident. They didn't wake up one day and suddenly have everything they wanted. They built it. They sacrificed for it. They worked for it every single day, even when they didn't feel like it. And if you want to achieve real success, you have to do the same. You have to demand more from yourself. You have to set higher standards. You have to push yourself beyond what you thought was possible. The reality is, life is short. One day you're going to look back, and the last thing you want is regret. You don't want to be the person who says, I wish I had worked harder. I wish I had taken more risks. I wish I had believed in myself. That is the worst feeling in the world, and the only way to avoid it is to take action now. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now, because the life you want is not going to build itself. No one is going to hand it to you. You have to go out and get it. And here's something most people don't understand. Rising above the ordinary doesn't mean you have to be perfect. It doesn't mean you have to know everything or have it all figured out. It just means you have to start. You have to be willing to improve, to grow, to learn from your mistakes. That's how real success happens. It's not about getting everything right the first time. It's about refusing to quit. It's about showing up every single day and putting in the work, no matter what. The people who win in life are not the ones who have the best opportunities. They are not the ones who have the most talent or the most connections. They are the ones who refuse to stay the same. They are the ones who wake up every day and choose to be better than they were yesterday. That is what separates the successful from the unsuccessful. Not luck, not magic, just a decision. A decision to rise above the ordinary. And if you're listening to this right now, it means that deep down, you are ready to make that decision. It means that something inside of you is telling you it's time to stop playing small. It's time to stop holding back. It's time to start living at your full potential. And if that's the case, then today is the day everything changes for you. Because from this moment on, you are no longer going to settle. You are no longer going to let fear control your life. You are no longer going to waste your time on things that don't matter. From this moment on, you are going to commit to greatness. You are going to push yourself. You are going to do what others won't. And because of that, your life will never be the same. So what are you going to do now? Are you going to let this just be another video you watched? Another moment of motivation that fades away? Or are you going to take this energy and use it? Because motivation is nothing without action. You can feel inspired all you want, but if you don't do something about it, nothing will change. So make the decision. Right now, get up, start moving, start working, start taking control of your life. Because this is your time. This is your moment. And if you don't take it, no one else will. Rise above the ordinary. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today, right now, because your future depends on it. And if you're willing to commit, if you're willing to do what it takes, I promise you, the best is yet to come. Number 2, develop sharp vision. Every single person walking this earth has a choice to make. You can go through life blind, lost, and unsure of where you're heading, or you can develop a sharp vision and see exactly where you need to go. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't luck. It isn't some magic formula. It's vision. The ability to see beyond the present, beyond the obstacles, beyond the distractions. It's knowing exactly what you want and locking in on it like nothing else matters. Because if you don't have a clear vision for your life, someone else will decide it for you. Think about it. Every day people wake up and just go through the motions. They let the world push them in whatever direction it wants. They listen to other people's opinions. They follow the crowd. They do what's comfortable. And before they know it, years have passed. And they're stuck in a life they never even wanted. How does that happen? It happens because they never stopped to create their own vision. They never took control of their own path. They let life happen to them instead of shaping it themselves. But that's not going to be you. Not anymore. From today on, you are going to see your future with absolute clarity. Having vision means you don't waste time. It means you don't chase things that don't align with your goals. It means you don't let distractions pull you away from what truly matters. Too many people let small things steal their focus. They scroll for hours on their phone. They spend time with people who don't push them forward. They get caught up in nonsense that adds nothing to their life. And then they wonder why they aren't making progress. Let me tell you something. If you don't control your focus, the world will control it for you. If you don't have a strong vision, you'll be pulled in 1,000 different directions, and you'll never get where you want to go. Success doesn't happen by accident. It happens when you see exactly what you want and go after it with everything you've got. It happens when you wake up every single day knowing why you're doing what you're doing. It happens when you eliminate everything that doesn't serve your purpose. You have to train your mind to focus. You have to develop the discipline to say no to things that don't matter. Because the sharper your vision, the stronger your results. And here's the truth that nobody likes to admit. Most people don't lack potential. They lack focus. They have the talent, the skills, the ability. But they don't have the vision to channel it in the right direction. They jump from one thing to another, always looking for shortcuts, always getting distracted by the next shiny object. They never commit fully to anything, and because of that, they never get anywhere. But the people who succeed, they see their goal with absolute clarity, and they lock in on it like their life depends on it. They don't let anything pull them away. They don't listen to negativity. They don't waste time. They move with purpose. with certainty, with intensity. You have to be willing to do the same. You have to create a vision so powerful that it pulls you forward even on the hardest days. You have to see it so clearly in your mind that nothing can shake your belief in it. Because when you have that level of clarity, you don't need motivation. You don't need someone to push you. You just move. You just go. You just execute. That's the power of vision. It keeps you going when things get tough. It keeps you disciplined when distractions try to pull you away. It gives you the strength to say no to anything that doesn't align with your purpose. And here's another thing. Vision isn't just about seeing where you're going. It's about seeing who you need to become to get there. It's about looking at yourself honestly and asking, what do I need to change? What habits do I need to build? What weaknesses do I need to eliminate? Because the truth is, success isn't about luck. It's about preparation. It's about shaping yourself into the kind of person who is ready for the life you want. If you want to build a great future, you have to start by building a great version of yourself. Every day you need to train your mind to stay locked in on your vision. Write it down. Say it out loud. Remind yourself of it constantly. Because if you don't, the world will try to make you forget. It will throw distractions at you. It will try to pull you into comfort. It will test your focus. But if your vision is strong enough, none of that will matter. You'll keep moving forward no matter what. You'll stay locked in. You'll keep pushing. And one day you'll look around and realize you've created exactly the life you once saw in your mind. So don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't let another day go by without making your vision crystal clear. Sit down and ask yourself, what do I really want? What kind of life do I want to build? What kind of person do I need to become to make it happen? And once you have that answer, hold on to it with everything you've got. Because the sharper your vision, the stronger your results. And when you develop that kind of focus, there is nothing in this world that can stop you. Number 3, face the storm head on. Life is not going to wait for you to be ready. Challenges are not going to politely knock on your door and ask if it's a good time. Struggles, setbacks, failures, these things will come whether you want them to or not. The question is, what are you going to do when they show up? Are you going to run? Are you going to complain? Are you going to make excuses? Or are you going to stand your ground, look that storm in the eye, and walk straight through it? The difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck is simple. Successful people don't avoid the storm. They don't back down. They don't wait for things to get easier. They move forward, no matter what. They step into the chaos. They embrace the struggle. They fight through the pain, because they know that on the other side of the storm is growth. On the other side is strength. On the other side is everything they've ever wanted. Weak people wait for the perfect conditions. They tell themselves they'll take action when things calm down, when they have more time, when they feel more motivated. But that day never comes, because life doesn't work like that. The people who win in life are the ones who act despite the storm. They don't let fear stop them. They don't let discomfort hold them back. They don't wait for the path to be clear. They walk into the unknown and make their own way. Fear will try to control you. It will whisper in your ear and tell you to stay where it's safe. It will try to convince you that the storm is too big, that you're not ready, that you're not strong enough. And if you listen to that voice, you will stay exactly where you are. You will watch other people rise while you stay stuck. You will let your dreams slip away because you were too afraid to chase them. But that's not who you are. That's not why you're here. You are here to be strong. You are here to push through. You are here to prove to yourself that you are bigger than any storm. The pain, the struggle, the failures, they are not here to stop you. They are here to shape you. They are here to build you into someone who cannot be broken. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow. Every obstacle is a chance to become stronger. Every storm is a test to see how badly you really want it. People who succeed in life do not wait for easy. They take action no matter what. They know that fear and doubt will always be there, but they move forward anyway. They train themselves to be strong, to be resilient, to be unstoppable. They build the mindset that says, no matter what comes my way, I will keep going. It's time to make a decision. Are you going to let the storms of life push you around? Are you going to let fear dictate what you do? Or are you going to take control and face it head on? Because here's the truth. Nothing changes until you do. Nothing gets better until you decide to get stronger. And that happens the moment you stop running, stop making excuses, and start facing every challenge with the mindset of a warrior. You will not always feel ready. You will not always feel confident. You will not always know what to do next. But none of that matters. What matters is that you take the next step anyway. What matters is that you refuse to let fear win. What matters is that you train yourself to keep going. No matter what, storms are temporary. Pain is temporary. Struggles are temporary. But the strength you gain from facing them, that lasts forever. Every challenge you overcome makes you better. Every setback you push through makes you stronger. Every storm you face head-on turns you into the kind of person who cannot be stopped. So don't wait for the storm to pass. Don't hope for things to get easier. Step up, face it, walk through it. Show yourself what you are truly capable of. Because when you do, you will realize something powerful. The storm was never meant to break you. It was meant to make you unstoppable. Number 4. Stay strong and independent. If you want to build a life of success, if you want to be someone who stands tall no matter what happens, you must develop the ability to stand on your own. Independence is not about being alone. It's about knowing that no matter who comes or goes, no matter what challenges life throws at you, you can handle it. It's about being so strong, so capable, that you never have to depend on someone else to save you. You become the kind of person who makes things happen, not someone who waits for things to change. Strength doesn't come from comfort. It doesn't come from always having people around to help you. It doesn't come from relying on someone else to push you forward. Strength comes from doing the hard things yourself. It comes from standing up when you feel like falling. It comes from showing up for yourself every single day, even when no one is watching. People waste years of their lives waiting for the right support, the right motivation, the right opportunity. They say, "I'll start when I have more money. I'll go after my dreams when I find the right people to help me. I'll take action when someone believes in me." That mindset is a trap. Because the truth is, no one is coming to save you. No one is going to do the work for you. No one is going to hand you the life you want. If you want it, you have to step up and take it. You have to decide that you are strong enough to do it on your own. Weak people need constant validation. They need someone to tell them they're good enough. They need permission to take action. But strong people don't wait for approval. Strong people don't ask for permission. They don't sit around waiting for someone to believe in them. They believe in themselves. They bet on themselves. They trust themselves. And because of that, they win. Independence is not about shutting people out. It's not about rejecting help when you truly need it. It's about knowing that if you had to, you could do it all alone. It's about knowing that if every safety net disappeared, if every person walked away, you would still rise. Because your strength does not come from outside of you. It comes from within. People who are truly independent have something different about them. You can see it in their eyes. They don't beg for attention. They don't need constant reassurance. They don't crumble when life gets hard. They face it. They handle it. They figure it out because they know they can. They have built the kind of mindset that says, "I don't need easy. I just need possible." And as long as something is possible, they will find a way to make it happen. You need to ask yourself, are you waiting for someone to push you? Are you waiting for things to be easy? Are you waiting for someone to hold your hand and guide you every step of the way? Or are you ready to take control? Are you ready to be the kind of person who doesn't need someone else to get things done? Because the moment you stop needing permission, the moment you stop needing approval, the moment you stop waiting for the perfect conditions, that is the moment your life changes forever. It's not easy to be independent. It's not easy to stand on your own when you've been used to leaning on others, but it's necessary, because nothing is more powerful than knowing you are capable of taking care of yourself. Nothing is more freeing than knowing that no matter what happens, you will be okay. You have to build yourself up. You have to train yourself to be strong. You have to develop the habits, the mindset, the work ethic that allows you to stand firm even when the world tries to shake you. Stop waiting. Stop relying on luck. Stop expecting someone else to take responsibility for your success. Decide right now that you will become the kind of person who makes things happen on your own terms. Because when you do, something incredible happens. You stop fearing failure. You stop hesitating. You stop waiting for the right moment. You step up. You take action. You move forward. And in that moment you realize you never needed permission in the first place. You were strong enough all along. Number 5. Choose your company wisely. If you want to transform your life, you need to choose your company wisely. The people you surround yourself with play a huge role in shaping who you become. And let me tell you, this isn't something you can afford to overlook. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that you're in control of your own life, and that who you spend time with doesn't really matter. But I'm here to tell you that it matters more than you think. The truth is, the company you keep either lifts you higher or pulls you down. So if you're serious about taking your life to the next level, this is something you can't afford to get wrong. Look at the people in your life right now. Think about the conversations you have, the energy that's exchanged, and the way those interactions make you feel. Do they inspire you, push you to be better, or do they drag you down, make you question your worth, and keep you stuck in a rut? If your circle doesn't make you feel like you're capable of doing more, being more, and becoming more, then it's time to reconsider who's in it. You can't grow if you're constantly surrounded by people who don't have the same ambition, the same hunger, or the same vision for their lives that you do. Here's the thing. Success, growth, and greatness don't happen in a vacuum. They're fueled by the people you choose to keep close. You need to be around people who challenge you, people who push you to think bigger, do more, and reach further. The right people will show you what's possible and encourage you to believe in your own potential. They'll share their experiences and wisdom with you, lifting you up when you fall and reminding you of your strength when you doubt yourself. And I'm not saying you need to cut off everyone who isn't a high performer. What I'm saying is, you need to be intentional about your relationships. Choose people who encourage your growth, not those who are content staying where they are. You want people who inspire you, who share the same hunger for success, and who aren't afraid to speak the hard truths when you need to hear them. These are the kinds of people who will challenge you to be the best version of yourself, to push past your comfort zone, and to not settle for mediocrity. But it's not just about finding the right people, it's about being the right person too. If you want to attract high-caliber people into your life, you need to show up as a high-caliber person yourself. People who are serious about their growth won't waste their time with negativity, excuses, or complacency. They're looking for people who are hungry, driven, and willing to put in the work. So ask yourself, are you someone who adds value to the lives of others, or are you just looking to take? Are you the kind of person who inspires and motivates others, or do you bring them down with your complaints and negative energy? Your circle will only be as strong as the energy you bring to it. So take a good look at yourself. Are you pushing others to rise, or are you keeping them stuck in the same place? The quality of your relationships reflects the quality of your life. And if you want your life to be extraordinary, you need to start by surrounding yourself with people who challenge you, who support you, and who make you a better person every single day. It's easy to settle for the people who are comfortable, the people who've always been around, the people who don't ask much from you, but that's not going to get you where you want to go. You need to raise your standards. Choose people who are smarter, more successful, and more driven than you. People who will make you uncomfortable in the best possible way. People who will push you to think bigger, act bolder, and go after what you really want out of life. But don't just surround yourself with anyone who talks a big game. Surround yourself with people who have the track record to back it up. People who have already walked the path you want to take, because they're the ones who can show you how it's done. They've been through the struggles, they've overcome the obstacles, and they can teach you valuable lessons that will save you time and energy. The most successful people in the world aren't just surrounded by other successful people. They are constantly learning, growing, and being challenged by the people they spend time with. These are the people who can show you what's possible when you refuse to settle for average. These are the people who will make you believe that anything is possible, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. And let me tell you, it's not just about career or business, it's about your whole life. The people you choose to be close to affect your mindset, your energy, your health, and your happiness. If you surround yourself with negativity, toxicity, and people who drain your energy, you're going to feel stuck, overwhelmed, and unable to move forward. But if you surround yourself with people who lift you up, who encourage your growth, and who celebrate your wins, you'll feel empowered, motivated, and ready to take on the world. So take a look around. Who's in your life right now? Are they pushing you to be better? Or are they holding you back? Are they inspiring you to take action and reach for your dreams? Or are they telling you to play it safe and stick with what's comfortable? If you don't like what you see, it's time to make a change. Start surrounding yourself with people who align with your goals, your values, and your vision for your future. Remember, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So choose wisely. Don't settle for less than what you deserve. Go after people who challenge you, who help you grow, and who want to see you succeed as much as you want to see them succeed. The company you keep has the power to either make you or break you. So make sure you're surrounding yourself with people who will make you rise, who will make you believe in your greatness, and who will make you work harder than you ever thought possible. Choose your company wisely. Your future depends on it. Number 6. Be fearless in taking action. Every single day you wake up, there's one thing you must do. Take action. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. It's not enough to just talk about what you want. It's not enough to dream about it or plan for it. If you want to create change in your life, if you want to see progress, you need to be fearless in taking action. You've probably heard it 1,000 times, but let me say it again. Success is the result of relentless action. You want to lose weight? Take action. You want to build your dream business? Take action. You want to improve your relationships? You guessed it. Take action. Sitting around waiting for the perfect moment is a surefire way to end up exactly where you started. Stuck, frustrated, and feeling like you're running in circles. The longer you wait, the further away your dreams get. Here's the truth. Action beats inaction every single time. Don't get caught up in the endless cycle of overthinking, planning, and hoping. It's great to have a vision, but what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who don't is one simple thing: the ability to take action even when it's hard, even when you're afraid, even when you feel like you don't have it all figured out yet. Action is the difference between thinking about success and actually creating it. When you commit to taking action, you don't need everything to be perfect. You don't need the ideal conditions, the perfect environment, or the best circumstances. What you need is a decision to move forward, no matter what. When you act, even in small steps, you start to build momentum. And momentum is the secret weapon of success. The more you act, the more you see results. And the more results you get, the more motivated you become to keep going. It's a cycle that works in your favor, but it all starts with that first step, the decision to be fearless and take action. Here's the kicker. You'll never feel ready. You'll never feel completely prepared. And if you wait for that moment, you'll wait forever. The most successful people are not the ones who have everything figured out. They're the ones who take action. Even when they don't know exactly how things are going to turn out. They understand that failure is part of the process. They understand that every misstep, every mistake, is just another lesson learned on the path to success. So stop waiting for the perfect conditions. The time is now. The only perfect moment is the one you create by taking action today. If you're still sitting on the sidelines, wondering if you're good enough or if you have what it takes, let me tell you something. You already have what it takes. The only thing standing between you and your success is the action you refuse to take. It's easy to get comfortable, to stay in the safety of your comfort zone, but nothing extraordinary happens there. If you want to be exceptional, you have to step outside of your comfort zone and take bold, fearless action toward your goals. No one who has ever achieved anything worthwhile has done so by playing it safe. Taking action is about discipline, commitment, and trust. It's about trusting yourself to figure it out along the way, knowing that you will adapt and grow as you move forward. You don't need to have everything mapped out. You just need to move. The path will reveal itself to you as you go. Every step you take gets you closer to where you want to be, but you can't get there if you're standing still. Let's be real here for a second. Fear is the enemy of progress. It's the voice in your head that tells you you're not good enough, not ready enough, or not deserving enough. But here's the thing about fear. It's normal. It's a part of the process. Every successful person has felt fear. The difference is, they don't let fear stop them. They acknowledge it, feel it, and then push forward anyway. So when that voice of fear creeps in and tells you to wait, to hesitate, or to play small, recognize it for what it is. Just fear. It's not the truth. The truth is that you are capable, you are ready, and you have what it takes to make your dreams a reality. But you'll never get there if you let fear dictate your actions. You've got to push through it. Step up and be fearless in taking action. The key to all of this is consistency. You can't expect overnight results. It's the small, consistent actions day after day that build up over time and create the life you desire. Success is not about one big leap. It's about showing up every day and doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's the daily grind, the daily hustle, that separates those who succeed from those who don't. The beautiful part is that when you start taking action, you'll notice something incredible happens. You start building confidence. With every small win, your belief in yourself grows stronger. You start to trust yourself more. And when you trust yourself, you start to act with even more power and purpose. Confidence doesn't come from thinking about action. It comes from doing. It comes from the small victories you achieve along the way. So make a decision right now. Commit to taking action. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for the perfect time. The time is now. Every second you spend hesitating is a second you're losing. Don't let that time slip away. Be fearless. Take action. Start where you are, with what you have, and keep moving forward. You have the ability to create the life you want, but you can only do that by taking action, day in and day out, no matter what. This is your moment. This is your time. Get up, take that step, and show the world what you're capable of. The road ahead may be uncertain, but you can be certain of one thing. Your future is in your hands. And it starts with taking action today. Number 7. Be relentless in your growth. Growth is not optional. It's a non-negotiable part of the journey. You're either growing or you're dying. There is no middle ground. If you're serious about living a life that truly matters, a life that's full of impact and purpose, you have to be relentless in your growth. Every single day. Relentlessly. Let me tell you something. The moment you stop growing is the moment you start stagnating. That's when you begin to fall behind. Even if you don't realize it. You may think you're safe. You may think that you're fine where you are. But let me remind you, the world isn't waiting for you to catch up. The world moves forward, whether you're growing with it or not. If you're not actively pushing yourself to get better, you're being left behind. The people who achieve greatness aren't the ones who get comfortable. They're the ones who push their limits, who reach higher, who want more from life than what's right in front of them. But growth doesn't happen by accident. You don't stumble into success. Growth requires intention. It requires effort. It requires discipline. It requires you to never settle for where you are today. When you wake up each morning, you need to ask yourself, what am I doing today to grow? How am I improving myself, my skills, my mindset, my life today? Because if you're not actively growing, you're actively losing ground. And I know it's easy to get complacent. We all have moments where we feel like we've done enough, or we've come far enough. But let me tell you, enough is never enough. If you want to become the best version of yourself, you have to be relentless about your personal development. You need to be hungry for knowledge, hungry for growth, hungry to improve. That hunger will drive you to constantly seek out opportunities to learn, to challenge yourself, and to break through the limits you've set for yourself. But growth isn't just about reading books or listening to podcasts. It's about real-world application. It's about taking what you learn and putting it into practice. It's about stepping outside of your comfort zone and doing things that make you uncomfortable. It's about failing, learning from your failures, and then getting back up and doing it all over again. Because that's where true growth happens. Not in the easy moments, but in the moments that test you. The reason most people fail to grow is because they're not willing to do the hard work. They're not willing to confront their weaknesses, to face their fears, or to step into the unknown. They want to stay comfortable, and they believe that comfort will bring them happiness. But comfort will never lead to greatness. Greatness is born in discomfort. Greatness is born in pushing yourself further than you ever thought possible. It's about being willing to sacrifice your current comfort for future success. So, if you're serious about growth, you need to embrace the discomfort. You need to get comfortable being uncomfortable. And this doesn't just apply to your career or your business. It applies to every area of your life. Growth is about becoming better as a person. It's about working on your mindset, your habits, your relationships, your health. It's about developing yourself into someone who is constantly evolving, who is constantly striving to be better, who is constantly learning and growing. The truth is, the people who achieve the most are the ones who are obsessed with growth. They don't settle for mediocrity. They don't get comfortable in their success. They push themselves every single day to get better, to do better, and to be better. And the best part is, growth isn't a one-time thing. It's a lifelong commitment. There's no finish line. There's no point where you can say, I've grown enough. There's no point where you can say, I've grown enough. The moment you stop growing is the moment you start dying. And that's not just about success. That's about life. Because growth isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about becoming the person you need to be in order to achieve those goals. It's about continually improving yourself so that you're capable of handling the challenges and the success that come with your ambitions. You've got to be relentless about your growth. You have to commit to it every single day. And I promise you, the more you focus on growing, the more your life will change in ways you can't even imagine. You'll begin to attract opportunities, people, and experiences that will help you get to the next level. You'll become the kind of person who isn't just waiting for success to come to them. You'll become someone who is so good, so prepared, and so capable that success has no choice but to follow you. So, what does relentless growth look like in action? It looks like getting up early every day and making time for learning. It looks like committing to working on your weaknesses, whether that's through physical fitness, developing emotional intelligence, or building new skills. It looks like pushing yourself in the face of fear, failure, and uncertainty. It looks like showing up for yourself every single day and not giving up, no matter how tough things get. Relentless growth isn't just a nice idea, it's a mindset. It's a way of life. It's what will propel you forward and keep you moving toward your goals, no matter what obstacles stand in your way. And if you want to know the secret to this kind of growth, it's simple. Never stop being a student. Always be open to learning. Always be open to new ideas, new experiences, and new ways of doing things. Never think you know it all. There's always room for growth, and there's always room for improvement. And the moment you stop learning is the moment you stop growing. So, no matter where you are right now in life, remember this: growth is your responsibility. It's in your hands. The future you want is not going to come from doing the same things you've always done. It's going to come from pushing yourself, from challenging yourself, from being relentless in your pursuit of progress. And that kind of growth, that kind of commitment to becoming the best version of yourself, is what will set you apart from everyone else. The question is, are you willing to do the work? Are you willing to show up every day and give it your all? Because if you are, you'll look back one day and realize just how far you've come. You'll realize that relentless growth wasn't just something you did, it became a part of who you are. And that, my friend, is the key to everything. Number 8. Train for strength and endurance. You've heard it before. Life is not for the faint of heart. Life is a test of your strength, your endurance, and your ability to push forward when every fiber of your being is screaming to stop. The true champions are not those who avoid the struggle. They are the ones who endure it, who fight through it, and who come out on top. If you want to achieve success, if you want to accomplish something meaningful, if you want to build a life you can be proud of, you need to train for strength and endurance, both mentally and physically. Success is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And that marathon will challenge you in ways you never expected. It will require you to endure, to keep going when things get tough, to stay focused when distractions arise, and to rise above the challenges that will inevitably come your way. Endurance is what separates the winners from the quitters. There's no easy way out of this. No shortcuts. You can't just wish for success and hope it falls into your lap. You have to put in the work. And that work is not always glamorous. It's not always exciting. But it's the consistent daily grind that will get you to where you want to go. True strength is built over time. It's not about lifting heavy weights in the gym for a week and then calling it a day. It's about showing up every day, pushing through and improving bit by bit. Building physical endurance requires you to face discomfort head on. When you push your body to its limits, it will resist. It will tell you to stop, to slow down, to give up. But if you listen to that voice, if you give in, you'll never see the progress you're capable of. True growth happens when you face discomfort and keep going anyway. Whether it's running that extra mile, doing those last few reps, or pushing through the pain in your muscles, every ounce of effort counts. And just like physical endurance, mental endurance is something you build over time. It's about pushing through the mental barriers that try to hold you back. Every goal worth achieving will have moments of doubt, fear, and uncertainty. There will be days when you feel like you can't keep going, days when you want to quit. But if you want to succeed, if you want to reach your potential, you have to train your mind to push through those moments. You see, most people are soft. They give in too easily. They don't have the stamina to fight through the tough times. They crumble at the first sign of adversity. But if you want to be different, if you want to be exceptional, you have to learn to develop mental toughness. You have to build the kind of endurance that allows you to keep going, even when everything inside you is telling you to stop. The best part, it doesn't matter where you start, it only matters that you start. Building strength and endurance is a process. It's a daily commitment to get better. It's a dedication to improvement. No one wakes up one day with all the strength and endurance they need to succeed. You have to work at it. You have to train for it. And you have to consistently show up day after day, pushing yourself to the next level. Training for strength and endurance doesn't just apply to physical fitness. It applies to every area of your life. It's about training your mind to handle the challenges that come your way. It's about developing the stamina to push through setbacks and obstacles. It's about building the resilience to bounce back from failure and keep moving forward. When you train for strength and endurance, you're preparing yourself for life's challenges. You're giving yourself the tools you need to face whatever comes your way. Because life is unpredictable. It will throw obstacles in your path, and it will test your limits. But if you've built the endurance to keep going, no challenge will be too great for you. You will rise above it. You will meet it head on. You will conquer it. True strength is not about being able to lift the heaviest weights or run the fastest mile. It's about being able to endure the tough moments. It's about being able to keep moving forward when it seems impossible. It's about having the inner strength to stay the course even when the road is long and difficult. It's about developing the mental toughness to push through the pain, to get back up after you fall, and to never stop growing. If you want to accomplish anything in life, whether it's in your career, your relationships, or your personal development, you need to build endurance. You need to develop the strength to handle the ups and downs, the good times and the bad. Because the reality is, you're going to face setbacks. You're going to face rejection, disappointment, and failure. But if you've built mental and physical endurance, you'll be able to face those setbacks with resilience. You'll be able to bounce back faster, stronger, and more determined than ever. So how do you build this kind of endurance? It starts with making a commitment to yourself. A commitment to show up every day, no matter what. A commitment to push through the pain and discomfort. A commitment to grow stronger with every challenge you face. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have it all figured out. But you do need to make the decision to keep going, to keep pushing, to never give up. Every day is a chance to build your strength and endurance. Whether you're hitting the gym, working on a project, or facing a difficult conversation, every day is an opportunity to get stronger. Every effort you put in today will pay off tomorrow. It's the little things you do each day that will add up to big results over time. And remember, it's not about being the fastest or the strongest right out of the gate. It's about being consistent. It's about showing up day in and day out, even when it's hard. The key to success is not in avoiding the pain, It's in pushing through it and using it to grow stronger. The champions are the ones who don't quit when it gets tough. They're the ones who keep going, even when they feel like they've given everything they've got. True strength is built in the moments when you want to give up but you don't. So are you ready to train for strength and endurance? Are you ready to put in the work every day, to face your challenges head on, and to become the best version of yourself? Because if you are, I promise you, you'll look back one day and be amazed at how far you've come. You'll be stronger, you'll be tougher, and you'll be ready for anything life throws your way. The choice is yours. Are you willing to train for greatness? Number 9. How to destroy every excuse and finally take control of your life. You're standing at the edge of a new beginning, and the world is waiting for you to take charge. But here's the truth. You won't get there if you keep making excuses. We all have reasons to hold back, to tell ourselves that we're too tired, too busy, or too afraid to take the first step. But let me tell you this. Excuses are the enemy of success. They will hold you back every single time. And if you let them, they will dictate your life, your dreams, and your future. The reality is that we all have the same amount of time each day. But what separates those who succeed from those who don't is how they handle their excuses. Everyone has something that could easily stop them, whether it's fear, lack of confidence, or external pressures. The key to success lies in overcoming those excuses and taking control of your life. No matter what, you are the only one who can decide to stop making excuses. You're the only one who can choose to rise above the challenges and get things done, even when it feels impossible. Success doesn't wait for you to get comfortable. It doesn't come to those who sit around waiting for the perfect moment. It comes to those who get up and move, even when things aren't perfect. That's the secret to achievement. It's not about waiting for everything to align perfectly. It's about pushing through the tough days, overcoming obstacles, and taking action despite the doubts. Now let's be clear. Taking action doesn't mean jumping into things without a plan. It means deciding that you won't let anything stand in your way. You won't let procrastination, self-doubt, or fear hold you back from what you want. And when you make that decision, when you finally stop making excuses and start taking action, something powerful happens. The world starts to move with you. But here's the catch. Most people never take this step. They think they'll start tomorrow. They tell themselves they'll work harder next week. They make excuses, telling themselves that things will get better eventually. But the reality is that tomorrow doesn't always come. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. The excuses pile up, and so do the missed opportunities. So what do you need to do? You need to get up and act, even when you don't feel like it. You need to push through the discomfort, the fear, and the doubts. When you stop making excuses, you tap into something bigger than yourself. You tap into the power of discipline, focus, and relentless determination. The excuses you've been making are just stories you've told yourself. Stories about why you can't do something, or why it's too hard. But these stories are false. They're just obstacles you've allowed to stop you. And it's time to rewrite the story. Taking control of your life starts with facing the reality that the only thing holding you back is yourself. And once you realize that, once you truly understand that you are in full control, that's when everything changes. It's no longer about waiting for the right moment or the perfect circumstances. It's about making the choice to stop waiting and start acting. But here's the challenge. You have to make this decision every day. Every day is an opportunity to either make progress or stay stuck in the same place. Every day is a choice between moving forward or staying in the comfort of your excuses. And the truth is, the longer you let those excuses control you, the harder it becomes to break free. Now don't get me wrong, it's not easy to eliminate all excuses. It's a constant battle. There will always be something that tries to hold you back, whether it's fear, doubt, or a lack of confidence. But the key is this: you have the power to overcome it. You have the strength to push through those moments when your mind tells you to quit. You can't let yourself be distracted by the noise. You need to focus on your goals, your dreams, and the life you want to create. When you start taking action, the excuses start to lose their power. You start to realize that the obstacles you've been avoiding aren't as big as they seemed. The more you act, the more momentum you gain, and eventually, the excuses become irrelevant. You stop needing to justify why you haven't done something. You just do it. And that's when everything shifts. So what's the first step? It's simple. Stop waiting for the right time. There's never a perfect time. If you wait for the stars to align, you'll never get anywhere. The only time you have is now. And now is when you take control of your life. Now is when you make the choice to stop making excuses and start moving toward your goals. Remember, success doesn't come to those who sit back and wait. It comes to those who act. And it's time for you to take that first step, no matter how hard it seems. When you stop making excuses, you'll find that you're capable of far more than you ever thought possible. So the question is, are you ready to stop making excuses? Are you ready to take control of your life and start moving toward your dreams? The choice is yours. And once you make that choice, once you take that first step, nothing will be able to stop you. Number 10. Live with purpose and drive. You've got one life to live. And the truth is, how you live it is entirely up to you. Every choice, every moment, every action you take shapes the direction your life will go in. And here's the thing. Too many people waste time simply going through the motions. They get caught up in the routine. They let life drift by. And before they know it, years have passed. And they realize they've never truly lived with purpose. But that doesn't have to be you. Not today. Not anymore. If you're ready to start living with a deep sense of purpose and drive, you're in the right place. What does it mean to live with purpose and drive? It means waking up every morning with a sense of direction. It means having something that pulls you forward, something that excites you and gives you that spark to keep going, no matter how tough the journey gets. When you live with purpose, you no longer feel lost. You have a clear vision of where you want to go, and every action you take is aligned with that vision. There's a fire within you that won't go out, even when things get hard, even when you hit roadblocks or face setbacks. But here's the reality. Too many people live their lives without this sense of purpose. They're drifting, waiting for something to happen. They wake up, go to work, come home, and repeat the same cycle day after day. They may have goals, but those goals are vague. They may have dreams, but they don't have the clarity or the drive to make them a reality. This lack of purpose leads to a life of mediocrity, and that's not what you were born for. You weren't born to blend in. You were born to stand out, to do something meaningful with your life, to make an impact. So how do you find that purpose? How do you build the drive that will push you forward, even when things are tough? It all starts with your mindset. You've got to take control of your life. You've got to decide that you're not going to let life pass you by. You're not going to let the distractions, the negativity, or the fear stop you from living your best life. You have to be intentional about your choices. You have to make every moment count. Living with purpose means knowing exactly what you want in life. It's not about wishing or hoping that things will work out. It's about having a clear vision of your goals and understanding why they matter to you. When you're clear on your purpose, it's much easier to stay motivated, even on the toughest days. You know why you're working so hard. You know why you're pushing through the obstacles. You're not just going through the motions. You're building something bigger than yourself. But here's the catch. Living with purpose requires sacrifice. It means putting in the work when no one is watching. It means doing the things that other people are too afraid to do. It means taking risks, stepping out of your comfort zone, and challenging yourself every single day. It's not going to be easy. There will be times when you want to give up, but when you know your purpose, when you understand why you're doing what you're doing, those moments become just a small bump in the road. You keep going because you know that what lies ahead is worth the struggle. Drive, on the other hand, is the fuel that keeps you moving toward your purpose. It's the determination to keep going, even when you don't feel like it. Drive is what gets you out of bed in the morning when the alarm goes off. It's what pushes you to take action, even when fear or self-doubt tries to hold you back. Drive is what makes you stay up late, working on your dreams when others are sleeping. It's that inner fire that refuses to be extinguished. No matter what happens, living with purpose and drive means taking full responsibility for your life. It means acknowledging that you have the power to create the future you want. It means being willing to make tough decisions, take risks, and do whatever it takes to move forward. You can't wait for someone else to create your success. You can't wait for things to magically fall into place. You have to go after it. You have to make it happen. And let me tell you this, when you live with purpose and drive, things start to shift. The world responds to your energy. People take notice. Opportunities start to present themselves. You attract the right situations, the right people, and the right circumstances. Because you're aligned with your purpose. You're no longer walking through life blindly, hoping for something good to happen. You're creating your own path, and the universe starts to open doors for you. But there's another part of living with purpose and drive that's crucial to understand: consistency. It's one thing to be motivated and excited for a few days, or even a few weeks, but true success comes when you show up, day in and day out. It's the small actions, repeated over time, that lead to massive results. It's not about making one big move. It's about making steady progress every single day. It's about committing to the process and trusting that every little step you take is bringing you closer to your goals. When you live with purpose and drive, you become unstoppable. You become a force to be reckoned with. You'll encounter obstacles, setbacks, and failures along the way, but you won't let them stop you. You'll keep moving forward, because you know that your purpose is bigger than any challenge you'll face. And when you look back on your life, you'll realize that the struggle was worth it, because you built something meaningful. You built the life you always dreamed of. So if you want to live a life that's full of purpose and drive, you have to make a decision today. You have to decide that you're going to take control of your life, that you're going to stop waiting for things to happen, and that you're going to do whatever it takes to live a life that matters. You've got everything inside you to succeed. You've got the power to create the life you want. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is the decision to start. So take that first step, and never look back. The best version of your life is waiting for you.